everybody. Happy good day. Happy good day to you. I hope you're having a good day. I'm feeling a little alive today. I'm feeling a little fresh. I'm feeling a little froggy, so I think I'll leap. A lot of our recovery is spent wondering. And when we begin to wonder, we begin to ponder and think about all the things that could have, would have, should have, all that stuff, you guys. But we learn through practice and through mindfulness and through being present and being grounded and having a good support system and all these things, all these techniques, abilities, skills, attributes, everything, it all comes into play when we're thinking and it gets boring or we got a lot going on and it's the contrary, right? There's so much going on, you can't catch a breath, and life can be like that for me, and it is like that for me. I'm a go kind of person. And I go until I can't go anymore, right? There is no low fuel light. It's all or nothing. And I know a lot of us experience that in our addiction too. I was all in my addiction. Life presented itself to me as something that was fleeting, something that I didn't think was going to last. I thought I would die before I turned 30 years old. I hit 30 years old, I was still drinking alcohol, I was going through a divorce, I lost everything I owned, absolutely everything. I remember having these cool, things that, my stepdad, his dad is a woodworker, Gaylord, and he would, make these really cool things, and he made all us grandkids, a wooden chest, a little lock on it, and it was I carried that around with me, and it held all my pictures, and it held all my high school pictures and stuff like that, and it held a bunch of stuff that was valued to me. Well, I lost all that stuff because I got arrested in 2010 for a robbery, and subsequently, while I was in jail for quite some time, my first wife at the time, Eryday, left me. She left. She took our dogs. She left some of my stuff. She took some of my stuff. Some of my stuff was donated. Some of it was thrown away. Some of it was burned. Some of it got wrecked. All my stuff was basically gone. I had to start over in 2012. And not only did I have to start over in 2012, but I was on the verge of 300 pounds. So by the time 2019 rolls around, I am 310 pounds. I can't imagine my life would be like that, right? I have two beautiful kids. I have a wife. I have a life. But here I am, just totally alcoholic. 310 pounds alcoholic. After I basically almost lost my life to that fight, to that disease, sickness, the illness, addiction of alcohol and what it is, it almost took me out of the game. I mean, that could have flatlined me at any moment. And I was doing some pretty stupid stuff too. Not driving drunk, but I was walking around drunk and falling down and stumbling and just being an absolute fool. And that's what people can be when they get consumed or wrapped up into alcohol, because I was drinking about a liter a day, liter and a half a day. And towards the end of all my bouts with alcoholism, I started drinking in the morning. It's romanticized, so romanticized. Because honestly, when I was an alcoholic, there was nothing better in the world, nothing, than getting up in the morning and having that first shot or two. Because honestly, that's your peak. Drugs are so similar to each other because that's what happens when you shoot heroin or shoot methamphetamine, or you take a pill, or you take a drink, or take a this, or take a that, take a puff, take a that. It all hits you. You're at your peak, and then you start to come down, and then you try to maintain that peak level because it's there somewhere, but it's very fleeting, and it's ever gone. It's gone. You can't chase the dragon continually peak and get that peak. So when we come into addiction, when we come into active addiction, right, we're going to learn how to be complete fools, right, and not prioritize our time, manage our relationships, take care of our mental health, our well-being, our health in general, mind, body, spirit. Because when we're in tune and when we're aligned with these things that are good for our lives and positives for our being and for our soul and our spirit, listen, we're going to be catapulted into a new way of thinking and outlook at life, because when everything looked at through a grateful lens or a thankful eye, things are different, you guys. For me, it allows me to see that there are a lot of other things going on, and yes, I am important. But it's like that old song says, you know, it's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice. Through this life, hustle, hustle, hustle. What's the next problem, you know? So we can find the next solution. Because if you're like me, you're looking for solutions. And that's what life is. Life continually, perpetually gives us lessons, and situations, and experiences, and things that we have to learn from, that we have to go through, and we have to pick out the best solution, right, or decision, or action to the situation. I know this might be boring for some people, but to me, it's fuel. It's information. Knowledge is power. I listen to a lot of different people. Lately, it's been Joe Dispenza, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins. I listen to Tony Robbins almost every day. But Neville Goddard. I mean, some of it can get a little religious, and some of it's from the 30s and 50s and 60s, and some of it's a little bit older. But the relevance that this stuff has today, and Alan Watts, I listen to so many people. And so for me, I try to take each thing that I learn. You can't apply it to your life when you're reading it or when you're seeing it or when you're watching it. So digest it. Save it for later. Sorry, I'm on the freeway and people are just driving like complete idiots, man. Come on, you guys are just complete fools. No regard for other people on the road whatsoever. Like, man, I tell you what, I'm not a road rager anymore. I used to be. Let's get back to the story or our plot line in this message, because I know it can be a little boring for some people, but this is fuel for some of us, right? This helps us align ourselves with a program, steps, principles, a formula that is easy for addicts and recovering addicts, alcoholics, and recovering alcoholics to put into play, to put into pieces, right? It's a puzzle, because each one of us, I'm not a road rager, by the way. I gave that up. I got somebody pulled a gun on me a while back, and I figured out then and there that there are people stupid enough out there to take a shot at other people. I've seen it. So, actually, a guy got killed on this highway not too long ago. I think it was a couple years ago, bringing his kid to baseball, and he got shot. So listen, it's not worth it. So if somebody's being an a-hole on the road, let them be that way. Just get the heck out of their area. Put a few cars between you. So on my way back today from running my errands, I had to do a bunch of stuff today, and it involved me obviously going out and getting into society, right? And getting on the roads and the freeways and the highways, and the weather's not all that good today, so everybody's kind of gloomy. There's a feel to it, right? Well, for me, this is fuel. I'm bringing the energy to the table now, because you know what? There are days where I'm not that way, and I'm just like, But things are, I've learned so much in the last couple of years, and to try to put a bow on this, some of the things that I learned from people, experiences, books, videos, testimony, that you end up being who you surround yourself with. What you put in is what you put out. And learn to live and take your life, take it one day at a time. There's always going to be somebody out there that's going to find a fault in something, somewhere, with something or someone. And we can be very judgmental people. But lately I've been sharing videos of people that I've been watching. And I've been watching this guy named Chrissy Salem, Metal Mascara. And I couldn't be more proud to be on that guy's channel. And yeah, I can get a little inappropriate at times. But this guy has a passion and a zeal for bringing encouragement and information that might not be known by many. Knowledge is power. So when we think about what we know, we don't know nothing in comparison, right? But what we do know, the fact that Minnesota Nice, that we take each experience that we learn from anybody, anything, anywhere, any possible situation that's going to help grow our plant that we're planted, right? And we're growing. Because life is a garden, you guys. And each experience, like I'm saying, is either going to harm, heal, hurt, help. there's all kinds of avenues that things can happen in this life. And I've learned that we can only control ourselves and our side of the street. So get your broom out, get your prunes out, and get out and take care of that garden. Take care of it. I like it. I used to listen to Wayne over at One Sober to Another. And I don't think he's posted for quite some time, but he used to say, life is a garden, dig it. And I'll give him props for that because that's where I heard it. But for me, there is a way for us to proceed, and it doesn't involve having to live life like boring and dull and without color and without, like, listen, man, we're gonna make this life something, and you're gonna make it something. We got to get up and out of our head. We got to get into recovery. We got to take the steps and learn a program. And when we talk about program, especially when we're talking about recovery, I'm not talking about like going to AA meetings all the time and all that other structural, formal, fundamental stuff. What I'm talking about is creating a space in your life called recovery that you spend every waking moment on while you're upright and breathing and awake during the day, to try to grow it, to try to excel it, to try to expedite expedite what you're learning and what you're experiencing to the forefront, because you want to know what, once we get older, we're going to be able to put all the things that we're learning now into play. And I've learned that I've had quite a few different jobs. I've had different bosses, different coworkers, and I've done different tasks. I did all those jobs so that when I'm older, I can say I can do all those things. And honestly, it wasn't the best way for me to go about my working career, was to work at so many different places, but lo and behold, all those experiences and all them places of employment are going to help me in the long run, because now I have experience of all them things. I know how to do so many different things. It's going to come in handy, and it already has. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to get into this traffic now. People know how to zipper merge in here in Minnesota. So, I know, not very exciting. I'm just pickup preaching today, but I have to get the messages out when I can, because sometimes I don't feel like giving them, and I feel bad, because you know what? There is a lot of hope in my life, and I like to share it. And kindness is contagious. Take it one day at a time. Spend your life, weaving a beautiful, beautiful blanket, or if you're into gardening, a garden, right? Apply it to your life and see how it can affect it. Right? Take it one day at a time. And I know we're going to get through this together. We talk a lot about recovery and that sort of thing, but relapse prevention is huge in the field of recovery, because basically every time when you wake up in the morning and you get up, that's what we're doing. We're actively practicing relapse prevention, and if we're not, then we're actually adding to some of the demise that we might have if we get triggered. Because you know what, you guys, we need to be actively on our game every day and saying, I don't have, and not have any reservations to drink, right? So if we go back to what we were talking about before, where we say that knowledge is power and that people can apply that to their life, it comes in steps. So first it's an idea, right? It's like it's concept. Then you plan it out like a blueprint. You get it down and you think about it, and you get it on paper, and you're constantly thinking about it, and you're tweaking things, and you're doing that. Then it's time to execute, right? So now you're going to take your plan, and finally you're going to execute it. And then finally to completion, right? Like when people say concept to completion, there you go. From your idea to a blueprint to action, execution, and then boom, you watch it grow, and you watch your plan work out, and then you move on to the next one. That's what life is, and each day is going to give you a chance or an opportunity to do that. And when it does, you guys, you'll know it. So when there are times when you're down and out and you're low and things are going a little bit more, take that time to do what you need to do to regenerate, to get back up on the horse and go again. Because you know what, there's going to be times and seasons and cycles in our lives, and if we can get in tune with the cycles and know, and then we can prepare and plan for when these things are going to happen. And when we know it, Tony Robbins talks a lot about this. Life happens in cycles. It happens in phases, right? like you're in the developmental stage when you're younger and you're just a baby, right? And then you go into some learning, and then you go into putting all that learning into practice, and then your 40s and 50s and 60s, 70s, 80s is all supposed to be like your golden years, right? And when you share and give back everything that you've learned. So I'm steady heavy trying to learn all this stuff so I can try to apply it later in my life and actually help other people, including myself, because I know that my family is going to need me to be strong, and I know that there's things coming up in our society that are going to require us as men, as leaders, as people in our families, fathers, brothers, husbands, sons, to step it up, you guys, and to take life by the horns, and do not give up. Don't relent. Be diligent. Be consistent. Persevere in the face of adversity, right? Because we can do this. There's always consequences. Let people get their own. Like I like to say to people, have the day you deserve. You know what I'm saying? And likewise with me, have the day you deserve. I love pickup preaching. Thanks for listening, you guys. I can't believe that was 20 minutes. I'm going to edit this, get it out, and then I'll see you later. Have a good Thursday. See ya.